In this video, I'm going to share a bit about my fitness journey, including when I broke my neck and was completely paralyzed. I'll share with you why I started this channel and what you can expect from me as you follow along. First off, I'm a husband, father, and doctor. Family life and work-life balance are a couple of the most important things to me, and a major part of that is making sure that I'm taking care of my own health, fitness, and mental health. Now let me take you back to the beginning of my fitness journey, which started in high school and was quickly followed by my first major setback when I broke my neck. I played a lot of different sports, one of which in high school was rugby. And unfortunately, in my high school year, 1 week before graduation, I got into an accident where I ended up breaking my neck, and it left me initially completely paralyzed. I was very lucky in that the injury was mostly spinal shock, so a lot of swelling and compression of the spinal cord, leaving me paralyzed and in need of surgery to remove the broken bone, my anterior C4 vertebra, so that the swelling could be reduced, and they had to put in a titanium cylinder to repair it. Once they did the surgery a couple days later to fix that broken bone, they started to gain function back pretty quickly. The most affected part was my shoulders, and for the first 3 to 4 months, I wasn't able to lift my arms up to even wash my own hair, let alone put a book on a shelf. And I was going off to college within a month from when this happened. So I spent a lot of time in that first year at college rehabbing and getting functional movement back, and then I was able to join the soccer team for the second and third year, and the main sport I was going to play in college was basketball, and I wanted to prepare to play at least my last year in college on the basketball team. So I spent a lot of time in the gym, strength training and building muscle and getting my fitness back up so that I could perform at that level to play some college basketball. Now, I was pretty new to strength training at that time, but my roommate was quite a gym rat, and so he helped me figure things out and train with me, and I was able to put on quite a bit of muscle mass during that time. And that was when weight training really became a bigger part of my life. And I was able to continue that into medical school training and in the first year or two of my residency training. However, as things got busier and busier in residency, I was able to be in the gym less, and I kind of just fell off the wagon. So then I went from building some muscle in high school to, after breaking my neck and not being able to move at all for about a week in the hospital and losing 12 to 15 pounds, being the leanest I've ever been, and then working to build it back up in college and medical school, and then only to stop working out and losing it all again over a 3 to 4 year period. Fast forward a few years later, I finished my residency training, moved back to Canada because I did my training in the US. With all the busyness of life taking over, I realized that my physical health, my mental health, and everything wasn't where it used to be, and I really needed to make a change. And part of that change was getting back into health and fitness, which I did, and I've been loving. Now, part of my recovery, I mentioned that my shoulder was affected the most, and there was atrophy there that I kind of just accepted was going to be there, and there was nothing I could do about it. And then I realized I really need to try to make some progress with it, because I want, when I'm older, to be able to lift my grandchildren above my head. And I realized that acceptance of a situation or reality can take on two very distinct meanings. You can accept defeat and give up, or you can accept that you're an underdog or starting at a disadvantage, and that is going to take a lot more effort and time and dedication to achieve your goals, but continue to work towards achieving your goals. Now, if you're still with me here, the next part is to explain why am I doing this channel. So part of the reason I became a doctor is that, of course, the classic reason, I want to help people, but more than that, I have a passion for inspiring people, in particular, inspiring them with education and then teaching and guiding them down a path to achieve their goals. This often requires taking time to really listen to my patients, and almost always there's a significant aspect of their health that will come back to fitness, nutrition, mental health, and general wellness. And I had contemplated starting for a while, but I didn't really know what my focus was. When I finally got myself back into health and fitness and getting my life on track and started to take a deeper dive into it, I realized that this was a passion that suited me perfectly as a focus for my channel.